Hello, dear little friends. Tonight, I will take you on a mysterious adventure, a journey filled with lost times, hidden secrets of magical realms, and great courage. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let your imagination run free, because now we begin the adventure of the gates of time. Are you ready? Then let's start the gates of time. Once upon a time, at the peak of a towering mountain, there was a hidden city called Eterna. This legendary place housed a great clock tower that controlled time itself. Nothing aged there, and everyone remained younger ever. But this city's existence was only mentioned in old tales. No one knew if it was real or just a legend. This is the story of 12-year-old Aria and her best friend Kael, who set out on an extraordinary adventure to uncover the lost city of Eterna. Aria often visited her grandfather, who worked in an old library filled with ancient books. One night, her grandfather handed her a dusty book. It is said that this book contains a map to a lost city, he said. Aria eagerly flipped through the pages. In the middle of the book, a map appeared, but it was no ordinary map. The paths on it were shifting, redrawing themselves as if they were alive. I have to show this to Kael, she thought. The next day, she met up with her best friend, Kael. He examined the map carefully and noticed something peculiar. In the center of the map, there was a clock symbol with a cryptic message underneath. To open the gates of time, choose the right moment. What could it mean? Aria and Kael decided they had to solve this mystery. Following the directions on the map, they embarked on a long journey. They crossed deep forests, misty valleys, and towering mountains. At last, they arrived at a massive stone door with a large clock embedded in the center. Its hands were frozen at midnight. Kael inspected the door carefully. I think we have to wait for the right moment, he said. As the clock struck midnight, a deep chime echoed, and the door slowly creaked open. A bright light streamed from within, and Aria and Kael stepped inside. What lay beyond the door was breathtaking. Golden towers, floating pathways, and enormous clock towers reaching into the sky. But something was wrong. The people in the city were completely still. They were frozen mid-smile. Birds hung motionless in the air, and the fountains had stopped flowing. This city, it's trapped in time, Aria whispered. Just then, an old man appeared before them. He wore a robe adorned with glowing stars. He introduced himself as the guardian of time. He explained that a thief had stolen the city's time, freezing everything in place. The time thief had taken time itself from the great clock tower at the heart of Eterna. Unless Aria and Kael restored it, the city would remain frozen forever. Determined, Aria and Kael hurried to the great clock tower. At its peak stood a mysterious figure in a dark cloak. The time thief. In his hands, he held a magical hourglass filled with glowing sands. "No one can take time from me. I am its master now," the thief declared. Aria stepped forward. "Time is not something one person can own. It belongs to everyone," she said bravely. The thief laughed, but Kael noticed something. The hourglass had a crack at its base. "Aria, keep him distracted. I'll break the hourglass," Kael whispered. Aria courageously confronted the thief, asking questions to hold his attention. As the thief spoke, Kael lunged forward and smashed the hourglass to the ground. As the hourglass shattered, time suddenly began to flow again. The people of Eterna moved once more, birds flapped their wings, and the fountains roared back to life. Eterna was saved. The guardian of time honored Aria and Kael for their bravery. He presented them with a special pendant called the Key of Time. This key belongs to those who understand the true value of time. And you, my friends, have proven yourselves worthy, he said. With great pride, Aria and Kael returned home. But deep down, they knew that this was just the beginning. Perhaps one day, another adventure through time awaited them. And so, dear friends, the thrilling journey of Aria and Kael comes to an end. But who knows? Maybe one day, you too will embark on a quest to uncover the mysteries of time. Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and drift into dreams. Sweet dreams.